And good morning, and welcome to a short video from yours truly. I've watched a lot of staying in sanctuary videos recently, and I noticed that there was one major flaw with all the ones I've seen. Not enough explained, too many jumps, but also as well as not a good start. Right, so, and this is, in my opinion, by far the best way to start a stay in sanctuary and eventually hopefully build gunner cages start in Fallout 4. And this includes not going to get Carla. Right, so the first thing is up at the vault. If you are going to not play on survival, fine, as it's a personal choice. That means that before you leave the vault, you can save the game. And you save the game because the thing that you need is you need some crystal. And you need crystal to build a beacon. Now you can do it the old-fashioned way, which is very sad. Sorry, forgive me, but it is. You have to wait till a settler comes in, or you have to scum save behind in the root cellar on the hope that you'll get one, because there's a yellow box in there. However, if you save before you leave the vault and open up the vault and get out, there are 4 yellow boxes up at the vault that you can look at. So you've got 4 times the chance of getting something quicker. And now I watched someone, bless them, they took over 2 hours for it to appear in there. Well, if that 2 hours had been 30 minutes, I'm sure they would have appreciated it. But once you've left Sanctuary, and once you've left Vault 111, as soon as you've got a piece of crystal, and for when I did it, it took 4 goes, and I had a camera. And that's the save that this is on. However, if you want to play in survival, the minute you leave and you've got your crystal, switch to survival. And then you're in the game. I don't see that that's really any different. If you are a diehard, by all means carry on over there. It's a quicker and easier solution. Okay, now with that said, you need crystal. The next thing you need is caps, bizarrely enough, because the first thing that you're going to need is you're going to have to work your way through to getting traders. Because that's how you get your supplies, really. And this is, don't forget, without going to get Carla. Well, when you first leave what's the name? There is 1 cap up at the port cabin type place up outside the vault. You need 200 caps. Now, you can make up any shortfall by waiting till settlers come through. Then when the settlers have come through, you need one of them to have some razor grain. Then when you've got razor grain, you get someone growing the razor grain. Then you build a Brahmin cage razor grain. You need 4. Then once you've got the 3 Brahmin, they'll be producing fertilizer every day. Fertilizer and jet will equal fertilizer, and plastic will equal jet. 6 jet will make a gunner cage. And then what you can do is you can kill the gunners for some caps. They don't drop many, but you have got a very long cycle of doing that. Or, and this is the main thing, you put points into Fortune Finder. And that gives you a 70% chance to find more caps in containers. So at this moment in time, I have left the vault, got my camera, come all the way down. I've not opened any boxes. I've scrapped here, scrapped the trees there, scrapped these bits, went down here, not too close to the building. I don't want the bugs to spawn. Scrapped some trees and junk over there, and that's all I've done. Because if you come here and you sneak around this way, you are still hidden, switch on the workbench, and voila, you can then build. And what I did was, I have come round here. See, I've got a bed because it is survival, and I built shelves here until I got to level 5. I got to level 5 because we need 1 point in science, because I'm going to build water purifiers. 1 pick in locksmith, because there is an advanced lock down in the root cellar that could have nice stuff for us. There are also other safes and things in town that you will need that to open. And as I said, 2 points in fortune finder. Now, I've tried this 5 times. Let me show you the results. I'll be back in a flash. And we're back. Now, what I have done in the... Oh, and I forgot. I always forget that one. Excuse me, as you can see, we are on survival. I've opened every container. And now we have 204 caps. Now, I would suggest as well, what I found is, by going around and opening every container, I only got about 146 caps. But what I did is, I went round and did the containers again, and that pushed me over the 200 caps. So I'm thinking that the lucky loot, the fortune finder, might take a while. Click in. I'm just clicking, picking, running. Maybe it might take a little bit of time to sort out. So, I have, as I said, I've done this 5 times now, and in every time I have got more than 200 caps. Now, I would imagine some of the arguments are, but you haven't got Idiot Savant for extra XP. No, I haven't, because before I'm level 20, I'm going to start on a gunner farm, and that's going to give me XP, and that is how I'm going to do it. But between now and then, I am actually going to build in Sanctuary, just because it's also a settlement. It's I'm going to build because building makes life a bit easier. It's more entertaining, because this is gets a bit boring after a time doing all the same things every day. Word of warning if you're going to do this. So, for the moment, that's where we've got. As I say, I've picked up everything. Now I'm going to go, and I'll bring you back in a tick when I've scrapped everything as well. Back in a flash. Here we are. Welcome back. Right, everything is scrapped. A whole shaboogle. I've not done anything. I've not built anything. However, once you have scrapped everything, you will be able to build 3 water purifiers, where they're the big ones. So that's 120 water. And also, we'll be able to power them. Not with those. You will be able to build 5 generators. Because they use generally different things. However, copper is the one thing. So before you do that, I would suggest, and I did say do, I did. Before you do that, what I would suggest is put down your beacon, because if you use all your copper, you can't put a beacon down. So beacon first, then put down everything else. Okay. But this is scrapped. So what I'm going to do is now, what I intend to do is put down a beacon, put down water supplies, put down some food, and on the food front, you will have 2 melons here. So that will give you 2 you can pick, 2 you can plant. So that's 2 food. You've also got a gourd over here, which gives you another 2, so that's another 1. Alright, now, also, so you're on 3 food at the moment without leaving. Now, I have scrapped everything. However, what we've got over here, so, over there, you have got, so if you come along here, down there, there is a gourd. and there are also 3 more gourds just over there. So that will give you 5 to get you started. I've picked these because that gives me something I can eat as well. And bearing in mind on survival, honestly, don't worry too much about the radiation from eating knackered food, because things like 2 bubblegum, which you'll get from there, will keep you going for a day. That's the weird thing about survival mode. So, I am going to... Yeah, I'll bring you back in a tick when I've done some building. Alright, I'll see you in a second. Just in time for me. Right. Now, hello and welcome back. This is level 15. I am 7 hours just over into the gameplay. Now, I have used a mod so that I could... No, it's not a mod. A console command to free Codsworth, because he thinks I have actually been down to Concord. If you search Codsworth, right down the and in its Fallout 4 wiki page, I believe right at the bottom there is a little line of console command that basically says, hey, and he'll go, oh, do you want to follow me? I like someone who's talking. You know, generally I'm not picking up anything. So, you will see as well, we have got some razor grain. I think the razor grain was one of the last things I managed to pick up. Where is it? It's over here. Yep. And what I did is, because I was fortunate, one of the containers over there had a piece of corn, which I planted. My first settler had not a piece of corn, piece of carrot.
Run by ghouls?
Yeah, I have.
Isn't that something?
Told me about 50 times. You get used to the same conversations. My first settler had a piece of corn, which is now all planted. Here's the gourds and the melons. 6 of each. We've got some potatoes now. As you can see, I've still got a pipe rifle. Now, mute fruit. Generally, we've got the guards, and having a look at the stats. We have 9 people here now. 30 food, 255 water, 38 power, 18 defense, and 24 beds, just in case. I aim to have 3 Brahmin because I still want fertilizer, because fertilizer will help me build explosives, mines, and that sort of thing. Because I've had a few ideas about gunner cages. However, very weird thing. In my playthrough, I'm at... Oh, how many days? Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I think no one was paying her any attention. She just decided to lose it a bit. Anyway, she's fine. Thank you. It's a good... something. Brahmin. Yes, you need Brahmin. As I said, make fertilizer. Fertilizer makes explosives. That's my... I've had some ideas for how to deal with the gunner cages. However, in my I'm at what, 1.5, nearly 2 days, I think, of playing this. I come on for 20 minutes, do some stuff, come off again, and I've been doing this for 1.5 maybe. Anyway, Brahmin. I found one dead, just there. No idea why. The second one though, for some reason, and that's why eventually I moved these, because it went woof up in the air and died as it hit the ground. No idea. I don't know if these Brahmin troughs count as like sort of cars of death or something. So I moved them. There is something weird here in the pathing, because the number of settlers, there's my bar over there. They all stay over here because they don't like going here. They'll walk around in circles for quite a time. I did watch them. Anyway, we have got 9 people. There's a little shack for me over here. I've got these in prep for when I buy stuff and I start playing dress up with my settlers. Now, I will bring you back in a tick, because something that I discovered doing this, that I've not heard anyone else talk about, but if they have, congratulations. You know, quite often when you are sitting there waiting and time passes, your crops don't grow. You'll get them in your workbench, but they don't grow. Right. I'll bring you back in a tick and I'll show you how it works. Won't be a second. And welcome back. Right.
Easy living, this ain't.
No, I know. Now, what I've done is I've just slept for 2 days. Has that put anything in here? No, nothing in here at all. Now, hang on, let's just put on auto run. The trick is we've got to force the game to reset the cell. Now, oh, Doggo's still over there, as you can see. Oh, hang on, let's get running. La 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 la. Now, what you need to do is run all the way around Sanctuary Island. Now, I know this is daft, but the respawn timer takes 2 days and between 10 and 12 minutes. Now, there's difference on those, but it's 10 to 12 minutes. So, if we run around the island like this, there is some point on this that will trigger the cell reset. Now, I don't know where it is. I believe it's down the other end, but I'm not sure what I have to do to get the cell to reset, except this works. Provided you've slept for at least 2 days, which I've done, so now I'm saying that, I really hope this works. Look, mighty efficient. But I have done this hundreds of times, because it will also get rid of a lot of spawn, provided they're in the cell. I made the mistake we had when I was level 7 or 8. Oh, excuse me. And welcome back. Here we are. Right. Oh, there we go. So, running around the island takes forever. Yes, to get it spawn. I can't remember what I was saying. That was about 10 minutes ago for me. So, however, I have done this run hundreds of times, and it works. Because what I'm doing is I do run through this water. I know it's terrible. However, I look at that it's Sanctuary. I mean, I used to go round it when I first started. However, after a time, there's my water purifiers. There's my engines. Now, as you see, there are loads of ways you can fix this and cheat it. To do this, I have only been using vanilla stuff. However, I've got other things that just improve my quality of life. Like the looks, I've got some trees. We can see the dog occasionally say hi. Because let's just get up here. And voila! As you can see, things have grown. So now you can pick the stuff. So my regime is I'll spend 2 or 3 days sleeping, pick up everything, get the stuff. I believe I've got a trader. I have a general trader now. Woo woo! Okay. I've also, one of the mods I put in was just quick trade. Now, as you can see, thing is, I want to go down. Here we are, shipments. Now, this is the thing that might cause grief for you, because Carla has oil and circuitry. They don't. So you need to buy everything in order to get it. And it may be that
honest as honest work gets.
Yeah, thank you. It may be that your cages, because they need copper stuff, but they need copper, which also she doesn't sell. So that might be a factor.
Yes.
Hang on, there we are. There is copper in some of this stuff. How many caps have I got? 17. Okay. Not rich yet. Haven't highlighted it. Oh no, that's right. She does have a shipment of copper. She doesn't do circuitry and oil. There you go. So what I've been doing is, and what I plan to do is buy everything from her so that I can eventually build my gunner cages. And then I started experimenting. So that's the setup. I aim to have lots of people providing food because... Now, here's another little thing. Raids on your settlement. Every 6 days, you have a minimum or maximum, and well, minimum of a 2% chance of a raid. The spawn points, and I will show you these, if you don't already know, you're doing this challenge. I do love it when I get, you know, when the higher level, because I can run all the way around the island without running out of stuff. First spawn point, down here. Okay. Second spawn point is just over that rise, just down there by that tree. That's the second spawn point. And your third spawn point, oh, and we've got a Brahmin. I know I've already got it because this is historic for me. There you go. Hi there, morning. Where have you been?
Hey, I just...
Oh, a new settler. There you go. All right. I'll put him on one of the shops. And the next spawn point, the third one, is here, back here. Now, all right. So you have, whatever you do, a 2% chance that you will get a spawn. I had a scavver right when I was early levels, who I made the mistake of throwing in the water. Gone yet? Yeah, he just sort of floated and just bobbed around there for days and days and days. So, there you go for the spawn point. Now, the other thing that will affect your spawn point, or your call it, your chance to get
having a problem letting go.
fish goods. Okay, yeah, I am actually, because I'm just over. I've obviously just done the shop. There you go. Anyway. Oh, I've got water, haven't I? Put it in here for the minute. And just so I can walk around. There, that's fine. Right. So, your chance. Now, your chance you can affect to free by your defence and by your settlers. However, the most defence that is counted is 100. So if you go over that, it makes no odds. It makes you feel good and it looks really good. But in the actual calculations, the most defence a settlement can have is 100. So, what you do is if you want to trigger a raid on one of those 3 points, you need food and water items in here. Now, that's why at the moment I have none. I have just junk. Everything else is gone. I've put it in containers over here, out the way and sorted. And Oxhorn did a lovely video about the calculation itself. But if you had about 1,000 food and water, what you do is if you stick it in here, you've got about 100% chance of getting a raid. You've only got one settlement, so they will raid here, and it's just whether or not they arrive there, over there, or over there. You can put up turrets and everything, but at the moment, while I'm building, I'm really keen to avoid the raids, because honestly, at the moment, I'm just trying to get the resources together so I can build cages. So with that said, I'm going to bring you forward quite a lot of time to my experiments, well, my post-experiments with cages and the problems therein, because there are some that no one seems to talk about. So, I'll be back in a flash. And welcome back. Now, here we are. Right. Oh, it's a terrible day, isn't it, really? Hang on, let me just get... because I've got true storms as well. As you can see, I'm actually on the 29th of April. So this is 6 months after... excuse me. Excuse me. 6 months after getting out of the vault. Now, some of this is modded stuff because I anticipated problems that needed solution. Oh, hello, there you are. I haven't picked up, these are my legendary ones. Now, legendary raiders, gunners, do not spawn legendaries. Cages do not spawn legendaries. I got a mod that did it, rather than having them all arrive over there, over there, over there. Now, you can still do that. That is not a problem. This is entirely down to you. I went for something that was fairly efficient because I already had mods installed. Now, so in the end, because I was getting legendaries from here, I had to find a way to get rid of them. And we've got an auto butcher, which I put the legendary corpses on there. And they all end up in there. Look at that, seriously. Yep, that's a lot. However, it also means as well, it keeps the area generally tidy for my FPS. Right, so quick look at where we are. I am now a level of something or other. Hang on, I'm looking at Nick. We have 23 people, 54 food, 741 water, power, defense. In the end, I put a fusion generator over there. My people are over the moon with me. What 3 level? We're now a level 119. So what I've done is I've put everything into these. We have got Idiot Savant. We have got Chemists, so chems last a lot longer. I'm just slowly building up. Night Person, very important, because when you do your cages, you will do them of an evening, so you get +3 on your intelligence. And I use the book over there, the special book, to get an 11 intelligence.
My feet hurt,
And
everything hurts.
very straightforward and easy.
Got work to do.
On the table that is here, there is a beer. Drink the beer, go get the book. You're sorted. Oh, now that's my toy that I did get. Lovely. Well, what I wanted to do is, on all these things I've seen, I've seen people just have horrendous weapons, and bizarrely enough, I had one. You will notice these as well, because in the end I wanted a bit of variety, so I actually also added integration, the DLC integration mod as well. So I got lots of different choices. However, I got an explosive missile gun. No, an explosive minigun, which shreds them to pieces, in fairness. But I've built this because I can't always guarantee getting the 5mm rounds. So, at the moment, we have got all my guards are in heavy combat armor. They all have Gauss lasers, call them Gatling lasers. Most of them are charging ones, so they do huge amounts of damage. The process I've got, and here's my tunnel that I work with. Let me open the door. Ooh, as you can see, doors, so don't get confused. When it comes to get the good old gunners, what I do is I will come here, and that will switch them on. Here. Oh, there you go. Oh, is that all it takes to repair? I thought it took more. Oh, am I thinking that? No idea. So that's quite easy to fix. I've done this so many times, I'm just not paying attention. Anyway. Alright. So the order of events when I'm letting them out is I open the cages. These doors are closed. Right, I come here. I then go to there. I make shelves until Idiot Savant 3 procs. I then come out of it quickly, go into aid. Don't have much with me. But I will take, if I have them, Berry Mentats. I'll take Day Tripper. I'll take anything that improves my intelligence. And there has been times when I've managed to get my intelligence to 25. Because don't forget, you get 3 for doing it at night as well. I also take one of the psychos. So what I'll do is then, here, is I will open the door with this, I love, and an explosive minigun. Beautiful. Now, my question was, what if I don't have an explosive minigun? Well, so I've built this so that it doesn't matter. Now, my missile launcher, the one I had originally, was actually good for bugs and things. So, however, what you can do is you can sight along here, and I have now 102 cages. It takes about 6 missiles to clear them all out, especially with the psycho and the drugs, etc. If you don't have a missile launcher, how else can you kill them? You could try and stand here with your settlers and pew pew shoot them. Don't recommend it because they'll kill you. I have to say, doing this, I had a huge newfound respect for gunners, because when I first started taking them on, it was horrendous. My first gunner cages, I had 5 cages. I was like level 16. They, what can I say, ripped me a new one. I died about 15 times just trying to get to them. And I had more shielding to protect me. Even in the one of those there, one over to the far left, they would take your head off just with one shot. It was not entertaining. Necessary, but not entertaining. So, I came up with this plan. And this, have I got it with me? No. If you get yourself a big boy, a fat man, you can't have big boy. What I do is, again, I've had the bench up here, and I put a piece of concrete, and then I will make shelves. When it procs, I will then take my drugs, and then under a slow-mo time, I will open the door, come here, and go pew, pew, and then leave them to it. That will take out most of them at the moment, especially with explosives 4 and heavy gunner 5, which does help with most things, but I don't think it works with big boy. However, explosives. Now, the other thing is, what happens if you don't have any of those? I have discovered... Oh, this is the stuff I picked up from the last lot. That's why I'm so heavy. Do I have them with me? No, I don't. Alright, fair enough. We'll just drop you then, shall we? Like that. Ta-da! The trapdoors under traps. They will trigger. Now, if you can throw something, not grenades, because the grenades don't trigger them. They just sort of roll and bounce. Mines, I got through 20, 30 levels by generally putting mines here. My original start was, I only had it like 1, 2, 3. It was 4th was right at the end. I added these later on for some more cages. But I would stop here and just throw mines down there until I'd used all my mines, and then I would run down and join my settlers, because by that time they were already involved, and every time I got some decent weapons or armor, I gave them to my settlers. So that's how I did it. Now, and I hope you're still here listening, because very damp, very chilly today for my chest. The thing that I noticed when I was building this was, when I had 24 gunner cages, I only got 20 bodies at most. In fact, for a lot of it, I only got like 19, because bizarrely enough, Nibs over there seemed to count till he disappeared. Because it was then that I remembered that in well, in Fallout 4 specifically, there is a maximum amount of corpses that can be on the screen or in the area at one time. That limit is 20. So, if you want just the XP, you don't have much to clear up because there is only 20 bodies. I was greedy and I wanted all their kit as well. So there is a mod that you can add if you so wish, which is called a pile of corpses, which means you can have up to 100 corpses and rob them all. Now, if I show you, 168,000 caps I have at level 119. And that is primarily down to this and just selling all their kit. Because as time goes by, we're getting more and more valuable stuff. Now, this is time consuming. As I said, to get to this stage has taken me 1 day, 18 hours of time, which is a lot in sort of 20-minute odds blocks. And I have to say, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've remembered lots, learnt stuff. But the process is very boring. If you want these to grow, you have to, basically, the gunner cages take 6 days. So the mod I did have is the Sleep UI. So what I will do is, on the Sunday, I'll start with Monday. On Monday morning, or Sunday evening if I finished early enough, I will sell stuff to my traders. Straightforward and easy, like the stuff I've got now. I will then sleep till Wednesday, where I will get up, I will run around Sanctuary, I will empty here, again, more, I will empty here, and then I will sell more stuff to the traders to build up my supplies, and then I will sleep again Saturday. Once it's Saturday, I will then again run around the place. As you can see, I don't know if you noticed then actually, I've still got my gold bars. Didn't need them. But I will come out, run around the settlement to clear up everything, because it will get rid of any bodies you've got doing that process. They all disappear apart from the legendaries, which is why I had that. Now, I assume it's because it's a mod and it has added the legendaries, which is why they don't disappear when the cell is removed. If you have encountered others, let me know. But then on... Oh, wow, I just crashed. That has happened. So what I'll do is give me a second and we're back. Right. So then on the Saturday evening, I will wait until after 6. We come down and then I go through the process. We open their cages. I build those. We get a proc. I take my drugs. I open the door. I kill them all. And Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt. Okay. So that will get them done. And then the long process is picking up all the bits, carrying everything up to storage, getting it ready to sell for tomorrow morning, because tomorrow's Monday, resetting all the cages, all of that, and excluding getting rid of the will take about 10-15 minutes. So all in all, each time I do this, and at my current level, with this number of cages, I'm getting almost 3 levels every time. So it's 3 levels for 10 minutes, 40 minutes, say, plus the sleeping. So it's, much as I hate to say it, the way I'm doing it, it's like 3 levels every hour. So I have to say I have thoroughly enjoyed it though. And I was originally thinking of going to 268, but honestly, I now know I can do it. I know how to do it. I know what to avoid. And you honestly don't need... Well, the mods I've got, for instance, the pile of corpses, you don't need if you just want the XP. As you kill them, you get the XP, then the bodies will pop and they'll disappear. You'll get loads of caps anyway because you've got the water farm. It just means it might take a bit longer. Because even all my vendors have been upgraded so they've got an extra 500 caps just so I can sell stuff. All in all, I think that's a huge success. Hence why my the best build, because I had to waste no time building silly gunner farms, etc. And I only built Brahmin farms because mines. Frag mines, they do take adhesive, aluminium, fertilizer, oil and steel. And as you can see, because I've not been building a lot with these, I've got a huge store. I think if I took my junk now, because it's only what I've got, it's probably going to crash my game. Actually, hang on. Sure you want to take all? Yep, I have got 35,000 in weight, so I'm not short of anything. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed. I had great fun doing this. I think that's my limit for the time being. I did have fun doing it. I enjoyed building, I enjoyed making stuff. Even though these are just barracks, they're not decorated in the slightest. Because I wanted to save my FPS for the guard tower. And I would say, if we look over here, at the moment it's going down to 40, 41. When the place is filled with corpses, when you look down there, my FPS goes down to about 15. So I certainly for my rig, 102 kgs is enough, without a shadow of doubt. So, I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please consider leaving a like, a comment or subscribing. Otherwise, between now and the next vid, take care, keep safe. And as always, if you are unfortunate enough to be not very well, I really do hope you enjoy. And feel the best you can. Take care all. I'll see you all soon. Ta-da for now. Bye.